Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the KillJoy Jake YouTube channel. How we hanging, everybody? How's it hanging out in the world of horror? We got a lot of news today. Oh my god, we got some crazy updates. I did not get around to finishing my video. I just shot it. Been busy all day. But you'll have a fun little update video tomorrow. We got a bunch of fun stuff to talk about, though. We have a Scream 7 update. We have a kind of a sad Saw 11 update. Sad, weird, I don't know. It's a little in the middle. It's kind of a weird, complicated update. We have a title for the new Evil Dead film coming in 2026, which is really exciting. And we have a release date for Final Destination 6. So much to go over. Holy crap. Let's get into all of it. What's up, fellas? How we doing? All right, let's say hi to some people before we get into the news, though. Alexa Sekulik is saying, Jake, do you think that the little pale girl will return in Terrifier 4? You know, that's a really good question. I missed her in 3. I definitely did. I will say, however, Vicky was an excellent... I don't want to say replacement. You know what I mean? I love both. I think both have their strong suits for totally different reasons, and they both add a lot to their respective films. But I love Vicky, and I wouldn't be opposed to seeing either of them again for Terrifier 4. There is a part of me, though, where I'm like, I kind of want to see the little pale girl again for 4 in particular, just because I think that would be fun. After getting a whole movie with Vicky, right? Wouldn't it be kind of cool to get the little pale girl again, especially with a higher budget? I'd be into that, Alexa. I hope so. So for right now, I'm totally rooting for her. I think that would be great. Alexa, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out with us. You're always like the first comment, which is so cool. Appreciate that. What's up? Scream fan, welcome in. Saying, I don't think Mason will return for 7 since Jasmine left. There is no need for him to come back. Yeah, so this is the big Scream news. Kind of, it's sad, but it's like we knew this was we kind of knew, right? We kind of knew this was the case. Jasmine Savoy Brown apparently is 100% at this point not coming back, based on some tweets from a Scream fan, not you. not you specifically, but a Scream fan over on Twitter, who apparently met Jasmine Savoy Brown recently, had a picture and everything. So admittedly, I'm kind of leaning towards believing this person. And Jasmine confirmed she will not be back for 7. They're not going to make, I doubt they're going to make any big stink about it, right? Jasmine's not going to say, I'm not in Scream 7. What's the point? What's the point of saying that at this point? It's kind of assumed. Mason will likely not be returning for Scream 7 either if the rest of his core 4 are not going to be there. Well, you know, what's the point? I love Mason and I love Chad. Great character, but I don't think we need him at this point. It just doesn't make sense. And, you know, a lot of people will criticize me and say, you know, Jake, why don't you want these characters? You love them so much. And I'm like, yeah, I love Sydney too, but I didn't need her in Scream 6. It wouldn't have made sense for that character to be in that particular story. Characters are great, but if there's no reason to utilize them, why have them there? You know what I mean? That's the biggest problem with a lot of these requels. They just have characters hanging out, and then the film feels overstuffed. I think no matter how good of a character something is, it can ultimately detract from a good story if they're not necessary. Not all the time, you know, there are outlier cases, right, where that does work, but in this case, I don't think we need Mason. Scream 7, I really think if it wants to be successful, it needs to cater to the legacy cast, or the legacy people out there who are going to go see this movie, which I'm going to stress until this thing comes out. Scream has lost a lot of its younger fan base after everything that happened with Melissa. No matter what your take is on that, that's just the case, dude. Go on Twitter. Look at how many people are just stomping all over this movie. There's a reason for that. So I really think they should cater to the older audience. I think the main characters of this film should not be younger people again, but should be like Sydney's friends hanging around, and maybe one of them's Ghostface. If I was calling the shots right now, that is what I would do for Scream 7. That is going to be the best case for success, in my opinion, at this point in time. 7 more days until the Terrifier 3 DVD. You are correct, my friend. I believe it's the 17th, right? So like 8 days, right? If I'm gonna actually you, but nah, you're right. 7 more days until that beloved Terrifier 3 physical media. I can't wait for it to come in the mail. I'm so excited, RJ Skarenki, and I'm so thankful that you're a member of this page. I'm not going to say that, but thank you for being here, RJ. I appreciate you. Love and support your way, my friend. ECVR is saying, what's poppin', Lake? You're already making fun of me out the gate. What's up, Weesty VR? Get wrecked, dog. Y2K sucked. The pacing was all over the place, and it's not even that funny. It's a pointless film. The only thing that was good is the gore. So I have not seen it yet. I have no opinion on it, but my sister came out of the theater seeing it without me. which our whole thing is we see A24 movies together. I'm a little upset, if I'm being real. No, I couldn't make it to the screening. She actually texted me and saying, hey, I'm seeing the new A24 movie. We got to go. And I'm like, I can't make it. I'm doing my Nosferatu review right now. That's too important. She loved it. She actually had a great time with it. But here's the thing. We are both very big Limp Bizkit fans. We love Limp Bizkit, you see. And I hear that Fred Durst is a main component of the film, and that has me very excited. I may just love it, even if it sucks. I mean, look, Fred Durst is in it. I'm probably going to at least enjoy my time watching it. I may have critiques of the story, but I'm very excited to see what that's all about. I'm excited to see how limp that biscuit gets. And Are You Cody is saying, what's up, Jake Madison chat? How y'all doing? Evil dies tonight. Evil dies tonight. Evil dies tonight. If you guys weren't sick of that saying already, Cody is really just reinforcing it. What's up, Cody? How you doing, man? I need to watch Halloween Kills again, because we have Evil Dead Burn on the horizon, which I don't know. My brain, when I hear Evil Dead Burn, that's going to be the new Evil Dead film. It just screams to me this is going to be the Halloween Kills of the Evil Dead franchise. And you know, what do I mean by that? Jake, what do you mean by it's going to be the Halloween Kills of the Evil Dead franchise? Well, I'm glad you asked. I think that it's going to be like just nonstop blood, gore, crazy insanity from start to finish. And we kind of already have a quote from director Sebastian Vanacek on that. He's talking about making this the most horror-filled, fucked up Evil Dead movie he can possibly make. And I think that's going to be the case. So I'm ready for Evil Dead Dies Tonight. Evil Dead Tonight. Evil Dead Tonight. I'm ready for that chant in the movie from a bunch of strangers in a hospital. But Cody, let me know your thoughts on Evil Dead Burn, a title that absolutely has my brain excited. I saw that title and I'm like, fuck yeah, Evil Dead Burn, all right. Fuck yeah, dog. I'm so excited. I hope no children are watching this, because I'm going to say the F word a lot tonight. I am chaos incarnate. Bobby G, y'all, what's going on, fella? How's it going? Sideshow Bob, love the profile picture. Let's do this. Let's do it, all right. Howdy, hey, says Infinite Sky. Thanks for being a member. Kiss on the lips. Marley Kai 2000 is saying, hey there. Hey, how are you? What's up? King Matthew III is saying, how are you guys doing? I'm okay. I'm a happy little camper. Wonder if that's Jake dancing in the intro, maybe. Is it me under the pumpkin mask? Scooby-Doo? You'll never know, you meddling kids. Slasher Studios is saying, hi, Jake. Final Destination Bloodlines has a release date. It sure does, pal. I'm so excited. It's coming out May 16th of next year. We don't even have to wait like a year. It's like 6 months. I'm hyped. Let's go. I hope this movie's good. I'm a mixed bag on Final Destination Bloodlines. I mean, just from the subtitle alone, I'm wary. I'm a wary camper. You call something Bloodlines or Resurrection or Reloaded, I'm gonna be a little worried. Okay, what the fuck is that tagline, dude? Just call it Final Destination 6. I'm here for whatever this movie ends up being about, though. I do love some Final Destination. I'm hoping we get a trailer sometime at the top of next year, maybe alongside some of the spring releases that we have coming up. But I don't know. We'll see what's up. I'm excited for it. Where's the hat? I know. I'm trying it out. I'm trying out the short hair tonight. I feel like it's finally at a length where I don't hate it, and I don't hate the way I look. I'm like, we're close. You know, we're close to it. If I could just get my hairline in check, then we'd be chilling. But it's hard to do after you shaved your head for a short film that nobody watched. Anyways, Princess Castle 2968 is saying, hey, Jake, sorry I haven't seen your lives, but 28 years later, trailer tomorrow. Ooh! And Terrifier. I'm glad you're excited for Terrifier as well. But I am hyped for this new trailer. I'm going to do a big stinky video on 28 Years Later Wednesday. I will not have time to cover the trailer as it comes out tomorrow, unfortunately. But I do have a big old nasty update video covering some updates from the last couple of days, which is going to be fun. Drops tomorrow early in the morning. Probably alongside the trailer, likely. But I'll be talking about this one Wednesday. I am fucking pumped for 28 Years Later. I hope it looks good. I hope it's going to be a banging film. It's got a great cast. It's got some great people writing and directing it. I mean, I don't know. I can't see this being bad. The next one is called 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, though, which... How do you come up with a title like that and not think that a bunch of horror fans are going to make fun of it? You know what? I don't know. But regardless, I can't wait to see that one either. Say what you want about Nia DaCosta. Okay, say what you want about the Marvels. Say what you want about Candyman 2021. I see directing chops in this person. So I'm excited to see what this movie's all about. I hope it's good. I hope it rocks. Candyman, I don't know. I like that Candyman movie. It's kind of cool. It's not great, but it has some fun elements to it. And again, I think it's shot very well. I think it's directed very well. I think the story's a little weird, if I'm being real. Not crazy about the story in Candyman 2021. It kind of falls apart in the third act. But it's fun up until then. It's got some great kills. And again, I can't stress enough how much I love the shots in that movie. Oh. Is Dempsey confirmed for Scream 7? Not yet. But he is in talks, apparently. Allegedly in talks to come back and be married to Sidney Prescott. King Matthew III, my liege. Hey, Jake, do you think it was Stu Macher that possibly killed Randy in Scream 2 and Cotton in 3? I just feel like, we have this... We have a lot of people, I think King Matthew III, it might have been you, who was saying, I think it was Stu who killed these people in these other movies. I don't know, I just feel like that detracts from those other films. I don't know if we need a twist like that. But I get it. It would be fun to know that Stu was secretly a part of all of these murder mysteries throughout the other films. But I don't know. I think the Scream stories, what I love so much about them is they build on top of one another, yes. But they're also isolated incidents. You could put on any Scream movie right now and totally enjoy it without having watched any of the other films. Scream 5 is the only one that I feel like is arguable. Scream 5 is kind of like, that's kind of like, you kind of need to have seen the first one to really enjoy everything about that one. But like Screams 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, I feel like you could just put that on and it's like a fun murder mystery movie. There are aspects to 6 even where it's like, okay, a lot of callbacks to the past, but you take that out, 6 is a fun movie. So I don't know. For me personally, I like that they're all kind of standalones and also bigger, big picture as well. If you're a big fan of the legacy characters, especially, it's fun to see their stories progress throughout each movie. But also, that's not super crucial to the plot line of really any film, which I like. I like that. It's the best of both worlds there. Riddler is hanging out with us tonight. Still in Arkham Asylum, I see. Why was I trying to do Bane there? That's the wrong movie. Scream fan is saying I could see Scream 7 being Sydney's last movie. I agree. I think it should be the sunset for her storyline personally. We've come back to Sydney so many times. Tell the family story. That's usually the end of the road for most longtime characters. And then just call it a day. I'm totally fine with that. I love Sydney, and I'm excited that she's gonna have one more go at Ghostface. But I think we let the character rest after that. Madison Kazmarski, how's it going? Babe, how you doing? Poop lady, how is the poop lady hanging out tonight? Really hope words are hard. I really hope Final Destination 6 is not going to be the cast on a boat the whole time. Would be kind of boring, not gonna lie. They're going to New York City, Cody. It's gonna be in New York at some point. You just gotta sit through the boat shit. Davey Deathray is saying, hey everyone, hope all is well. Same to you, Davey. I just love this man and his voice so much. He's a cute, cuddly man from Arizona. And God, do I love his YouTube channel. Davey, thank you for being a member. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Are you streaming tonight? Let me know. I know Rockland Graves is on right now. I got to give him a little love because he's very mad at me right now. I got to see Nosferatu early, and I'm very thankful that he shared my review. Thank you, Mr. Evan. Appreciate you a bunch. So make sure to stop by Evan's stream as well, and say hello to him. I believe he's on with is it Beyond the Void? Maybe Splattercast is also there too. Make sure to say hi to those fellas. Don't forget to say hi to them. Show them a little love. Ray is saying, hey, the Fonz. I feel like Scream fans get that reference, right? I made a reference to something the other day and young people did not get it. And I'm like, I'm fucking old. I'm old. I'm officially old. God, what happened? What happened? Am I going to go see Y2K, Jake? Yes, when I find the time. It's going to be a crazy week. I'm doing a shoot this week on top of, I have a little tiny side job that I want to do. So I got a bunch of stuff on top of making videos for this page. I'm working on a big old nasty Black Christmas video. A lot of stuff going on. So I'll see Y2K at some point. I do want to do a review of it. I don't even care if it's late. I'm doing a review of this one. It's got Fred Durst in it, damn it. I'm talking about this one. Princess Castle 2968, and then I promise I'm going to get some of the new people in the chats. I'm just kind of repeating people. I do appreciate you guys for hanging out with me tonight, but I'm really sad that Jonathan died, and I'm still confused why they didn't show the brother's death off screen. Spoilers. I love that you put the spoiler warning at the end of that. Princess Castle. Next time, maybe do it at the beginning. But regardless, I appreciate you. Yeah, I feel like they're going to show it. We're going to come back to that in Terrifier 4. One way or another, I think we're going to talk more about why that was done off screen in the next film. And I'll get off that topic for those of you who haven't seen Terrifier 3. Just forget I said that. Scream Twitter is wild. It sure is. Scott Royston is with us tonight. What's up, fella? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. I've not said hello to Erica. Hello. Hey. All them wise. What's up, Erica? How you doing? Welcome in. Careful. Art the Clown and Ghostface are behind you. Now, it would be scary if one of them was behind you, but dear God, you have both of them behind you. Be careful. Superman is saying, Jake, can you do a commentary track of The Cell 2000 directed by... We have a lot of people just telling me to watch this damn movie. We're going to put it on the watch party list at some point. And I meant to bring this up, Superman. Thank you for reminding me. It was the one thing I asked you to do on this stream. I definitely asked you to do that. I asked the members of this page, I said, what did I say specifically? I said, hello, cult members. This week, we're watching Black Christmas 2006 on Wednesday. Shameless plug, as suggested by Ty Lee. Shout out to Ty, he's awesome. Here are some other fantastic suggestions made by other cult members. And I said, vote for which one we should watch next. It is currently a three-way tie between Black Christmas 1974, Clown 2014, and It's a Wonderful Knife. What am I supposed to do with that? I guess we're watching all three of those effing movies now. Damn. But I appreciate the cult members for making my life interesting. Definitely not difficult, but interesting. No, I love you guys so much. I'm just kidding. But that is funny nonetheless. So you know what? Maybe after all three of those, Superman, we'll watch this supposed Cell that is so good. I got to check it out. New people. I got to get to new people. I love these comments, but I want to say hi to more folks. Moser Movie Reviews. What's up, Chase? How you doing? How do I send you a copy of the Scream 4 Extended Edition? Chase, I saw your message, my dude, and I'm so sorry. I'm just so busy. I have not had time to reply. But I do have a player that will play anything. It's like a 4K player. It'll do it all. It'll do it all. If you just send it to the address that is listed on this page in the About section. It's not a P.O. box. Just send it to that address. I will get it somehow, some way. I have my black market connections that will get it to me. I'm kidding. But it's what is it? It's in the About page. Send me stuff. 1888 Brown Street, Akron, Ohio. Zip code is 44301. If you send me stuff there, I will get it one way or the other. So send it that way, and I will check this out. I might even do a whole video on it, Chase. That's how excited I am about this. I got to pull the stream back up because I don't want to miss any chats. Any fun chats out there. Mr. Nestle Crunch is saying we should get a new Nightmare on Elm Street. We really should. When is that happening? Blumhouse? No, I'm kidding. Please no. Please God. Please don't let me speak that into existence. Paula Fitzhenry. Hi, Paula. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hey, Jake. How are you? I'm fan-fucking-tastic, Horrorland. It's going to be a heavy swearing stream just for any children out there or parents who get mad at me. Derek Everhart is saying, been a while since I commented, but I really hope Scream 7 is the best sequel. And silences the online hate. Support Scream 7. You know, it's here's what I'll say. I'm excited for Scream 7. I'm always going to be excited for a new Scream film, but it does come after some crappy announcements, you know? I'm not going to be one to be like, yeah, let's support Scream 7, everyone. I get it if you don't want to see this movie. Trust me, I get it. I'm still going to check it out, see what it's all about. Maybe it doesn't suck, but I hope it's good. I hope it's not hot trash, you know? I'm on the fence about everything right now. Why are they announcing so many young people to be a part of the cast? I don't get that. I really don't get that after everything that's happened. But we'll see what's up. I don't think they're making great decisions right now, but hopefully that changes. Gangster Bro is saying, hot take, mockumentary is the most underrated subgenre in horror. Lake Mungo, Poughkeepsie tapes. I think I'm saying that. Poughkeepsie, right? The Bay, Hell House LLC. I love all of these. You named like some of the best ones. I've seen some really bad mockumentary horror that does not work for me at all. But all of these I really enjoy. Lake Mungo is grown on me. It took me a real long time to like that one, but I like it now. I appreciate it. The Bay, Hell House, Poughkeepsie tapes, those are fun. Those are really, really crazy, horrifying flicks. I don't know. That's one of the only found footage subgenres that I'm just not over the moon about, but I do vibe with them. I don't know. It just feels like true crime documentaries that's not based on true crime. And that kind of sucks all the horror and tension out of it. I think what's so scary to me about true crime is that like this actually happened. That's like, what the fuck, you know, like, ugh, that's upsetting to think about. That's why it messes me up sometimes. It's kind of why I like avoid it sometimes. But I've seen a few that have like genuinely creeped me out to think like that really happened. Ugh. I need 28 years later now in my brain, in my eyeballs. I cannot wait for that trailer tomorrow, Marley Kai. It's going to be fun. I don't think they should change Final Destination formula. How do you feel about it, bro? How do I feel about it, bro? I think that it depends. There are some things that have to stay the same. Just like a good Scream film. There are some things that have to stay the same. I really think that we need a killer opening. You know, we need an opening scene with a lot of people dying, and then it's all, woo, you know, premonition, and then it kind of happens, kind of doesn't, and some people survive. We need the setup, you know what I mean? But going about it, you can definitely go about it differently throughout the rest of the film. And we need a different kind of setup at the beginning too. You know, we can't just do something on the highway or a roller coaster or a NASCAR. You know, NASCAR, planes exploding, bridges falling into the ocean. We don't need that. We got to do something different, obviously. But I think there are other ways to approach a Final Destination film that they could play around with. Moving through the film. I don't know. I'm here for experimentation. I always like when writers, directors, creatives in general just put their own spin on things. So I'm hoping for that. Hoping for that here. The boner, what? You heard me. It's time to get in the bone temple. Sebastian Vanacek Evil Dead movie is called Evil Dead Burn. It's coming out 2026. Yes, Riley, I said that earlier. I am hyped for it. I cannot wait. I can't wait to burn with the Evil Dead. What? I just saw Villain Killin' Dylan say, "What's a boner?" That's really funny. That just makes me laugh and giggle. Triple Glax. I don't know what that means, but it scares me a bit. T4 is expected in 2026. Damn, I wish it was 2025. Yeah, you know what, again, things I will say about this is I feel like even 2 years may not be enough. I think that Terrifier 3, while I loved it, there are elements that I wish were smoothed over. There are just little tiny minuscule issues about the flick where I'm like, wish we could have saw that. I feel like that's less the fact that they didn't have enough time. Now that I've really sat on it and thought about it, it's less that they didn't have the time. It's more that they were restricted with the time of the runtime of the film, I should say, because I want to say that somebody probably wanted that cut down to 2 hours opposed to 2 hours and like 18, I think is the runtime of Terrifier 2, which I get. It's a little more marketable to say, hey, it's just a 2-hour watch. You know, it's not too crazy. But I want to see all that goodness, man. There was Terrifier 3 could have been longer, in my opinion. I think it could have used a scene or two more. Of plot stuff in particular. Like, I wanted to see Sienna digging up the sword. I think that's a very important scene of that film that just never got shot, never got filmed, never got cut from the film. I don't know. You know, I don't know what the scenario was, but I would have loved to have seen that opposed to the way they did it. I don't know. It just felt a little sloppy in my opinion. And the stuff with Jonathan, I can't really critique yet because that might go somewhere. You know, maybe Jonathan's still alive. Maybe Jonathan's death is being utilized for something that's going to go somewhere in Terrifier 4. So I can't really critique that element yet because of how, not episodic's the wrong word, how this story is progressing like a series of television, like a soap opera, you know, kind of in a Saw-inspired way between movies. I can't really critique that yet. If it goes nowhere in the next film and they didn't show us the death of a very important character to the Terrifier franchise, then I'm going to have some questions. But I'm waiting for Terrifier 4, just like how I waited for Terrifier 3 to answer some questions from Terrifier 2. So we're going to wait on that. But I'm excited for a 2026, likely October release. But again, I just hope they spend enough time on this one. They get everything figured out and smoothed over. And Madison is eating Jimmy John's without me, so I'm upset. I am upsetty spaghetti right now. She owes me a sandwich this weekend. What's your least favorite Friday the 13th film? Mine is Part 7. Oh, I think Part 7 is so underrated. My least favorite is probably Part 9. I think Creighton Duke is a fantastic character in the worst Friday film. I don't know. It doesn't work for me. It's too experimental. Crazy to hear from old Jake. I love experiments when it comes to these weird slasher movies. I say when you get into the weeds like that, once you get into Part 7, you better be doing some experimental shit. I don't want to see the same old by Part 7, dog. And you know, Friday the 13th Part 7 does feel a lot like the other films, but they do experiment a little bit with their final girl, who has superpowers in this flick. Some people love it, some people hate it. I get it. The characters are one of the worst parts of Part 7, dude. They are so formulaic and throw them away. But I love the final girl, and I love the Jason performance in that movie. Mwah! Chef's kiss, baby. Couldn't get enough of it. What else is going on? Slasher Studios, what's up, fella? I see you're an Ice 9 Kills fan. Love it. Do you think Jennifer has been signed on to I Know What You Did Last Summer? What do you think the title will be? I think it will be titled I'll Never Forget What You Did Last Summer. A lot of people think the same. You know, I genuinely think they're gonna just call it I Know What You Did Last Summer. And why? You know, why would they call it that, Jake? We already have a film titled that for the same reason they called Scream 2022 just Scream. They want this to be profitable. They want this to make some money. And some people will see a film called I'll Never Forget What You Did Last Summer and be like, what the hell's that? That must be an original movie. Couldn't tell you what that is. Some people aren't crazy like us and follow the updates every single day, you know? And that's kind of the problem with how we title movies nowadays. So it'll likely just be called I Know What You Did Last Summer, but that kind of sucks. And here's a good example as to why they're going to call it that. Spiral from the Book of Saw is a film that people did not read the full title of, and they just saw crime thriller starring Chris Rock. That's all they thought that movie was going to be. And it's one of the lowest grossing films in the entire franchise, probably for that reason. Had they just called it Saw Spiral, I bet it would have made a lot more money. I'd bet money on it, in fact. So they're probably just going to call it I Know You Did Last Summer, even though Slasher Studios, that title is way better in my opinion. I think that fits the vibe of what this film is going for overall. I like that. Trust me, I like that one better. But they're going for money, for that box office success, baby, because otherwise then they're going to look at it as a failure, which I think sucks. I wish we could just put out movies and it didn't matter how much money they made. It just mattered if people liked it or not, you know? I think the state of movies would be a lot different if that were the case. Yurdy G, thanks for being a member. You are appreciated, my brother. Evil Dead Burn 2026. I'm freaking hyped. You guys know how much I love Evil Dead. It's the most consistent horror franchise out there. Nothing even comes close, in my opinion. Evil Dead, 5 movies of just horror brilliance. Love them to death. Admittedly, I am a little worried for these films, even though I have nothing but good things to say so far. We have some really interesting up-and-comers attached to the franchise right now who are making 2 separate movies at the same time. That is the way to success. They have both impressed Sam Raimi, the original creator of the franchise, so I really think these movies are going to be good. I personally really enjoyed Rise. Some people really strongly disliked it. I think it fits perfectly in the franchise. It's an excellent modern horror film that I very much so love. I would even go so far as to say Evil Dead Rise is probably a top 10 from the 2020s so far. I really enjoyed that one, man. Very fun stuff. Davey is not streaming tonight, but I'll be streaming tomorrow. Going to be reading and reacting to half-star letterbox reviews of Black Christmas 74. Interesting. You should also react to some Black Christmas 2019 reviews, because I think that would be funny. That movie sucks. I'm not hyped to talk about that one pretty soon here. For the next video over on KillJoy Jake Retro. Hey, little shout out to that page. But also a shout out to Davey Deathray, who fucking rocks. Go watch this stream tomorrow, because Davey's awesome. And if you guys like my voice, wait until you hear Davey's. It's smooth like butter, baby. Damn. What sounds more exciting, Backrooms movie or Mandela Catalog? I don't know what the other thing is, so Backrooms movie, run it. Axel Moral. I thought that was an exclamation point, like you were really excited about your name. 28 years later, though, so hyped about this one. I can't wait. I'm very, very pumped up to see what this is all about. Again, I've been waiting for this continuation ever since I saw Weeks when I was a kid. That, of course, ends with a cliffhanger. That movie's very old, so if I spoiled that for you, I don't know what to tell you. Left off with a cliffhanger of more zombies and infected running around the world, which I'm sure I'm going to get a comment about tomorrow for calling them zombies. They're zombies! Fight me! They're running zombies. But they're not called that in the movie, Jake. I don't care. I'm having an argument with myself. EastCVR is saying, have you seen The Mousetrap? Dude, I just have not had it in me to watch this one. But we're having bad movie night after a little shoot tomorrow. So we might actually put this one on. I need to make a video about this. Been meaning to make a video about all the Mickey Mouse horror stuff and all the public domain horror. I'm just busy, man. So much to talk about, so little time. Erica's saying I'm the scarier one of the threesome here. Dear God. Lord Almighty, that's terrifying. Erica's just gonna beat up Art the Clown and Ghostface. Okay, I gotta skip ahead because I'm getting some super chats. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for the support. Lighting Ghost is throwing $50 out there. Thank you, my friend. Saying a rumor that a new Candyman project is in development. You know, kind of poor taste, right? Kind of a bad time to announce that. R.I.P. Tony Todd. God, so much love to him. Never gonna get over that one. That one hurts. That one really stings, man. Lightning Ghost loves the new Evil Dead title. Me too. I dig it. And Jennifer Love Hewitt said the reason it's taken a minute for her to officially be on board is because she says she didn't want to appear in the movie for just a minute. Totally fair. It sounds like that's the case with Freddie Prinze Jr., which is kind of weird. He apparently has already filmed his scenes, and they just announced that this movie began production. So my thinking is he's not going to be in it a whole bunch. Maybe Jennifer Love Hewitt's going to have some more screen time, though. You know, in all honesty, I like Freddie Prinze Jr. He's a great actor. But I think I like her character a little more from I Know What You Did Last Summer. So I hope she has some more screen time. That would be dope. You know, I'm going to be totally honest. I think that this is a franchise. You know, with Scream, I'm always going to be pitching reboot Scream. Do new characters in Scream and build them up. That is what we need from Scream right now. But with I Know What You Did Last Summer, it's locked. It's locked into those characters. I genuinely don't think they can do I Know What You Did Last Summer with, like, you know, the daughter of Julie James. I don't know. It's just, I think it's too far-fetched. I say you either remake that movie or you have the same characters from the original come back for more, you know, and they have a new killer coming after them. That franchise is far too locked into the story. The story is what makes it interesting. With Scream, they've fumbled the story here and there, whatever. I say they just have new characters come in. I'm sick of the story. We did the story in Scream. Do something else. Do something else with Scream. Dear God. But I Know What You Did Last Summer. Yeah, I say if Jennifer Love Hewitt isn't front and center, she's just going to be in the background the whole time. I don't think this bodes well for the new continuation. I don't want a requel of I Know What You Did Last Summer. I really don't. I don't think that's going to be a good movie. But I would love it if they're main characters in this movie. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Lighting Ghost, I really do appreciate your support, though, of the page. It does mean a whole lot to me. You're too kind. You've basically paid my bills this month already. So thank you for the support, my friend. Thank you for the awesome super chats, man. And thank you for the update on all the crazy news there. It means a whole lot. Scott Royston has also gifted some memberships. Who are those going to? That is to Sean Kohler, MD. A doctor is in the chat here. Wow. A Boinkbot. I don't know what that means, but it sounds sexual and gross. Tyler Graff? I don't know. Tyler, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the fold. Eli Cortez as well have all been gifted memberships. Scott, you are so kind. I love your support, my friend. Thank you for bringing people on. You guys can officially vote on what watch parties we do next. What movie would you like to watch next on this page? Let me know. There's a little poll right now for members over on the membership tab of the YouTube channel. Go vote, and then you'll decide what movie we watch next Wednesday. Ty Lee suggested we watch Black Xmas this week, so that's what we're watching. But next week, it's in the hands of the members. What shall we watch next? You can vote now. Scott, thank you for the support, my friend. Appreciate that a bunch. Hey, yo, Barb is hanging out with us. What's up, Barb? How's it going? Thanks for the 5. Thanks for supporting the page. 2025 is looking rad for horror, and I'm ready. I 100% agree. It is going to be a very interesting year. We got some good stuff on the horizon. I mean, in January, starting January, we have some good movies that look actually really good. Companion with Jack Quaid. Wolfman with Christopher Abbott is his name. Directed by Lee Winnell. It's going to be awesome. We got 2 bangers coming right in 2025. Present day, though, you watching any Christmas horror lately? I just watched Krampus a couple of times for my big ol' nasty Krampus video over on the new page, KillJoy Jake Retro, which I'm never going to shut up about. Go subscribe if you haven't already. We had 400 subscribers over there, by the way. Thank you for that, people. I watched that recently. I really want to, I'm about to go through all the Black Christmas movies for a big video over there. And I really want to get in a viewing of Silent Night, Deadly Night, knowing that they're making another one next year. So I really want to get that in. if I can. Hyped to see that one for sure. Again, it's been a minute since I've seen Silent Night, Deadly Night. I think I've only seen it like twice. Honestly, I think I've watched it like once or it's not one I put on every time around this year, which is kind of unfortunate. It's really grown on me, especially on that last watch I did of it. I appreciate it a lot more now. And you know, it is very goofy. It's Santa Claus with an axe running around yelling "punish." It's ridiculous, but I don't know. It's really starting to grow on me. I really like that one. The original in particular, I think, is definitely my favorite. Even though for a long time, the remake was probably my favorite, which is kind of maybe a hot take. I don't know. The 2012 movie I really like, but no, the original does it for me. Classic 80s cinema and gore and cheesiness. It's fun. But Barb, thank you for the 5. I hope you're watching some fun stuff as of late too. There's some other good Christmas horrors out there besides the popular ones, of course. So let us know in the comments where you're watching. Thanks for the support. They can't do a story without Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. I agree. I don't think they can. Jason Rushman is saying Terrifier 3 is so good. My favorite part is where she turns into Michael the Archangel to defeat Art. I really like when she's just beating the shit out of Victoria. That feels really triumphant. I don't know. I really like everything they're doing with Sienna and Art the Clown. The idea of, Sienna Shaw being like kind of not invincible, but like can like regrow just like Art can. I think that's really cool. I don't know. It makes these two characters a lot more interesting, fighting each other. Because if Sienna was just another regular character who could just die, Art the Clown probably would have taken her out at this point. We know he's pretty much invincible. So it's cool to me that like Sienna is also kind of invincible somehow, some way, which is what we learned from 3. So I'm excited to find out more about that. Superman agrees 100%. It won't work. It's not Scream. The director is making a huge mistake if she doesn't make it about Julie and Ray. I don't care about the new cast unless it's Jenna Ortega. That's what they just need to put Jenna Ortega in all these requels, and then Superman is won over. There we go. Superman's opinion should matter a lot about movies. I mean, this guy can just cut you in half with a fucking laser beam, and then you're done for. So yeah, put Jenna Ortega in more things. Work her to the bone. Jesus Christ. Jake, did you see Y2K? I was so pissed off my Cinemark didn't have it. What? Really? That's crazy. This is a wide release, if I'm not mistaken. I've heard bad things about it, but my sister loved it. She thought it was absolutely hilarious. It's got Fred Durst in it. What more could you really want from a movie, honestly? I'm excited to see what that's all about. See, Superman, my Jenna Ortega is Fred Durst. If you put him in a movie, I will see it. I'm obligated to see the film, and I pretty much have to like it. Tell you what. When are you going to be on Steven's channel, Jake? We keep going back and forth about figuring something out, and then we just kind of we're playing phone tag right now. I messaged him like maybe a month ago, and I'm like, Steven, you got to come on, and then I just kind of forgot to schedule something. He messaged me, he's like, hey, come on the page, and then he just hasn't messaged me back. We got to make something happen though at some point. Scream is popping again. We got to talk. We got to get the boys back together. Fate Decided was hanging around this page recently, which was so cool. He was part of the Lethal Collective back in the day. We got to get the boys back and do some streams or something. I don't know. See what's up. JPR is with us tonight. What's up? What's up? Saying, though the Gremlins movies are as hell. I don't even know if that's a good thing or not. Are you like, is that a positive review? Is that a negative review? I don't know. It still had one of the best soundtracks I've heard by far. What future directions are you hoping horror movies are going in 2025? Up and coming. Horror has gotten, like, a lot of the big popular releases are very silly. Like, even the movies that are being marketed as being terrifying are very silly, in my opinion. I hope we get some, like, just straight up fuck you kind of horror, Some, like, this is Bleach for the eyeballs kind of horror. I miss that. We just got off of a big wave of that, I guess, and I guess I'm already kind of missing it. I don't know. There's just been a lot of movies where I've been expecting these like hardcore, this is going to mess me up. I'm going to be upset by this movie. And really there's been a few movies this year, but a lot of the more popular releases from the last 2 years have been just kind of, goofy. And I like goofy horror every now and then, but I want something that's like genuinely terrifying. That's my big draw to horror. Whenever I see something like that, it really stands out to me. Nosferatu is that. I thought there are parts of that scared the fuck out of me. Like, I think one of the scariest scenes in 2024 horror is something that they do in Nosferatu that goddamn still has me not being able to want to go on a boat. I'll tell you what, but see that movie if you want something scary. Whew, damn. But I really hope that 2025 we have an answer to all of these goofy movies like Longlegs and Five Nights at Freddy's, and I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff that's just been like really goofy, a lot of goofy horror. I want something fucking terrifying. I want the Hellraiser. You know, in the late 80s, horror got really goofy. Like from like maybe 85 onward, like 84 a little bit, but like 85 and 86 and 87 is when you just get a plethora of these goofy horror movies that are really popular. But what is the answer to that? What is we need to do something to counter all of this? Hellraiser comes out. It's like, fuck you, we're doing something scary, is what that movie is. And I love it. It's very punky, very punk rock, very we don't give a shit kind of a movie. I need that movie right now. I'm feeling it. Where's my Hellraiser at? Lighting Ghost is also throwing another $20 out there. Thank you for the support, my friend. You are fucking awesome. Rumor for the plot of Megan 2.0. It's going to be Megan versus another evil robot. That's actually confirmed. I read that earlier. She's protecting Gemma and Katie this time. Very interesting. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by this, yet I'm not surprised. They kind of set that up in the first movie, that there was going to be another robot that gets built up or something. You know what this is sounding like to me, though? This is kind of sounding like the plot of Iron Man, interestingly enough. And hear me out on this. How does Iron Man go? If you remember this 2008 film, it's Tony Stark. He's stuck in the desert. He's got to get his way out. What does he do? He builds a big old nasty suit and blows his way out of there. And he's like, yeah, I'm Tony Stark. And then he makes it back to the States. Some guys, Jeff Bridges steals his invention essentially, and then he builds something better, brings them up into space. Oh, that suit freezes, and then Jeff Bridges dies. That was probably the worst description of Iron Man ever. I don't care, but it kind of sounds a lot like that, if I'm being real. Kind of sounds like where the old model is being tested by the new model, kind of thing. But Megan's going to find a way to stop this new thing. The only thing I don't like about this is I don't like the idea of making Megan a good guy. I really think we need to solidify the fact that AI is bad. Fuck that shit. Fuck robots. We really need to solidify that. I don't want good robots. I don't know. No, you're missing the point if you make Megan a good guy, in my opinion. So for me, I really want them to solidify that there's just two evil robots now. I'll take that plot over Megan being a good guy. Me personally, that's just my thoughts on it. But I do like the idea of another, like a counter evil, more evil robots. I like that idea of it. But I just hope we're not making Megan like, yeah, Megan's nice now, and she's coming home with Gemma and Katie, and we're going to be a big old happy family at the end of this. No, what? No. You're going to ruin what's so great about the first one if you do that. But I'm excited for it nonetheless. I really was shocked by how much I liked the first Megan. I did not think I would like that film. And shocker, it was really good. I thought it was going to be this like TikTok brain rot movie. No, it was actually pretty excellent. So I had a really good time with it. I'm excited to see what the sequel is all about. And the spinoff that's about sex bots. Isn't that upsetting? Yeah, we'll see what that's all about in 2026. Lighting Ghost, thank you for the 20. Appreciate that. Appreciate your support. Shakai Mayer? God, I'm fucking ruining that name right there. Terrifier 4, I'm very excited for, my man. Me too. Maybe the franchise continuation in particular, I'm the most excited for. Terrifier has just gotten better and better and better in so many ways, and I can't wait to see what the fourth entry is all about. Hyped for it. Please do a Black Christmas 74 watch party. I'll probably do that at some point. I need to watch both of them anyways. So like, why not? why not do that? Maybe I'll do the Black Christmas remake this week and then Black Christmas next week. Yeah, that works. That works. I'm going to be next week, not this week, next week. I'm going to be going live 4 times. I have a very special Tuesday stream happening next week that I haven't solidified 100%, but if it ends up happening, it's going to be a fun one. So I'm excited for that. So stop on by next Tuesday, too. We're going to be doing something then. Is Sienna low-key X23? Maybe. Maybe that's the big twist that, that Damien is teasing. How funny would that shit be? Next Gen is saying, let me just drop a random controversial take. Home Alone isn't a Christmas movie. Neither is Terrifier 3. is like, that's hard to argue there, Next Gen. How? How are these not Christmas movies? Santa literally gets killed in Terrifier 3, dog. Like, what? I don't know. How is Nosferatu so good? I loved Nosferatu. It's an easy top 10 of the year. But again, I'll say what I said. I won't say what's in my review. Go watch my review. It's a very good review. Give it a watch. There is one very strange thing about it, and it's not like a problem. A lot of people misinterpreted that in the comment section, even though I said multiple times in my review, this is not a problem I have with the film, but it is something that comes off as very weird to me. Nonetheless, I get why they did it. But there is something very strange about this film that I kind of, without spoilers, I talk a little bit about in the review. But everything else rocked. I was really blown away by it. Again, one of the best executed films of 2024, in my opinion. But I really enjoyed it. You guys will know exactly what I'm talking about when you see it. There's a very weird and glaring thing about something in that film. That's all I'm going to say. And everyone's there's a lot of people that are going to walk out of Nosferatu and be like, why did they do that? Why did they do that to my boy here? But you'll see. Looking forward to seeing Cody Leach on the Night Watch Zone do a deep dive to discuss Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Warriors tomorrow night. That's exciting. Very cool. Give the Night Watch some love. Love my buddy Night. He's awesome. Y2K is better watching it stoned. Oh shit. Okay. I'll take your advice on that. What do you think? Who do you think should die in Scream 7, Mark or Gale? I don't know. I want to see a lot of deaths in Scream 7. I hope that I hope that Scream 7 has some balls. You know what I mean? I think Scream 7 is coming off of a very tentative and weird time in the franchise. I hope that it gets weird with it a little bit. I hope that it doesn't play it safe too much. So I don't know. I'm really hoping that we do some fun things with this movie and it's just not like a cookie cutter Scream movie. I don't get that. I don't know. I don't get wanting the same movie over and over and over again from different franchises. That's what I love so much about Evil Dead, man. They do different things with like every movie. It's a different creative every single time. You never know what you're going to get. It's why I love Evil Dead and VHS so much, because it's like, it's a box full of chocolates and I don't know the flavors. That to me is so exciting. Some people love, same old every single time. And I get that. But me, I want something new. I want something I haven't seen again. I don't know. I have so many movies on this shelf, so many, a variety of genres across horror, so many different things. I even have a Blu-ray 4K box set of the Star Trek movies. That's how weird I like to get with things. But I like all kinds of movies and TV shows and bullshit. So I don't know. I don't want the same thing every single time from my beloved franchises, personally. I still haven't seen Terrifier 3 yet. Gonna watch it tomorrow night. I'm so sorry if we're spoiling anything for you. My new rule with big releases like this is I give it a month. And it's been well over a month. But what I'll say, watch it. It's so good. It fucking rocks. Fondren Homestead. Do you guys own some like pigs and shit? That's so cool. I kind of want to own chickens one day. I think that would be cool. I think that'd be fun to own chickens. Madison is really talking me into it. Maybe I'm just hungry. I don't know. Heretic comes to streaming, I believe, this Friday. Heretic was so much fun. Hugh Grant just basically plays a greasy little edgelord trying to convince two people not to believe in their own religion. It's crazy. It is a insane movie. Feels like we're really testing some waters there, but I enjoyed it. I had a very good time with that one. Jake, you're so funny and sweet. You're so funny and sweet too, Superman. But I'd love to see a crossover with, I know you did last summer, Scream, Halloween Night. What? Jesus, this is a lot of franchises. Do you think it would sell tickets? Julie versus Myers, Strode versus Jason. I mean, Freddy versus Jason is so weird it worked. I loved that. But I also think, those two franchises worked so well together because they're kind of set up the same way, right? Like, it's kind of the same thing every single time with both of those franchises, at least setup-wise, right? It's always teenagers who are getting killed by insert entity, Freddy Krueger or Jason. So that's kind of why those two worked so well being mashed together. So I know what you did last summer in Scream. I guess, yeah, it kind of has the same, a similar setup, but like it's also very different at the same time. I don't know. I think that's a tougher one. That's a tougher ask because both of those franchises are so grounded in reality. They're not as goofy as well. I guess they're goofy in their own way. They're goofy in a very different way than Freddy Krueger or Jason, right? Freddy Krueger is like beyond, he's cutting off his own fingers. He's like, haha, I'm gonna kill you. He's having fun running around killing people, and it's ridiculous. It's almost like this is so silly and fun. I love this. Just like Jason, it's like, there goes Jason. He's drowning in the lake again, but we know he's coming back for the next movie. He defies logic and death. That's the goofiness of Friday. But with I Know What You Did Last Summer and Scream, the goofiness comes a lot of the times from the way the characters are written, the protagonists, where, Friday and Nightmare, it's goofy because of the antagonists. So I think that's what makes it tough. The fun thing about a crossover between those two franchises in particular would be to see those characters, the protagonists in particular, interact with each other. Julie James having a conversation with Sidney Prescott would be really fun to see, but what the fuck would they do with the horror elements of it? That's what works to me about Freddy versus Jason. You can just throw in whatever kinds of characters, but like, how do you really do an I Know What You Did Last Summer and Scream crossover? That would take a lot of brain power. I need a better answer than just an off-the-cuff stream answer, I guess. You kind of have to pick a lane. Do they have Ghostface just coming after the I Know What You Did Last Summer characters and the Scream characters at the same time? Is that even really a crossover at that point? I don't, there's so many questions that I have with that. I could do a whole video on that, is where I'm at with that. Jake Boss, what's up to the bearded Jake over here? Hope you're well. I hope you and your beard are well as well. I am fantastic. Hope you're doing well, my friend. What's up? Aaron YT is saying, hi, Jake, since a cast member of Gen V is in Scream 7, don't tell me Anthony Starr is in Scream 7. That'd be kind of cool. Could you imagine him, Homelander as Ghostface? That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. Man, I don't know, man. I'm so worried about Scream 7. Are we really doing Scream 5 again? Are we really doing young cast of characters and Sydney's going to help them out again? Do we really want that movie? Do people want that movie? Do we want that again? Do we want Scream 5 again? I don't know. I think it's going to be diminishing returns at this point, but we'll see. I would have been a lot more excited had they cast like Judy Greer, Anthony Starr. I'm trying to think who else would be a good cast, like an older cast member. Brandy Norwood. I think she would be awesome in a Scream movie. I don't know. I just, a young cast for this Scream movie in particular, I just don't think it makes sense, which is my hot take. Johnny Naris, what's up, dog? I Know What You Did Last Summer will get a requel. It already is, buddy. Pretty much already is at this point. I wish it was a third entry, not a requel. And there is a difference. Goran's back. What's up, Goran? How you doing? Welcome in. You and your truck, you. Low-key still haven't seen Megan. Cody, it's surprisingly good. It is not a horror film that I typically, it definitely seems like it's for a younger demographic, and I don't know, I'm just typically not into that kind of stuff. But I really enjoyed this film. I thought it was like laugh out loud funny. I was cracking up the whole time. Megan is a menace. Scott Royston, thanks for the $2. They should call the next I Know What You Did Last Summer film I Know. Just I Know, that's it. I know what you did many moons ago. That's what the title should be. And our killer should be someone really fucking weird. Scott, whatever they end up calling this new one, it's probably going to be the title of the original film, which, sucks. But they're going to do that to sell tickets. I was going to say sell money. That would be cool. Free money. But I Know What You Did Last Summer. We'll see what it's all about, man. I don't know. I hope it's good. Thank you for the 2. Appreciate you, Scott. Thanks for supporting the page. Just call it I Know. I feel like that would also confuse fans, I feel like some people would just be like, I know what? What do you know? I'm not going to see this movie. Or maybe that intrigues people. Maybe that, like, people who aren't even fans, haven't even seen that film. They're like, I know? What do you know? I'm walking into the theater now. Let's see what happens. Lightning Ghost, thank you for the 5 again. Thank you for supporting the page. Seen Werewolves, I had fun with it, but didn't like the ending, and Y2K is fun. Watching it while stoned. I might have to take your advice. If I didn't have to review it, I would do that, but I'm probably going to review it. I have a new rule. I'm not going to say what film, but there was a movie that I watched inebriated, and I reviewed it, and I was not happy with my own review. I was like, this sucks. This is not a good review. But my new rule is I don't review movies that I watched inebriated at first. I always have to see them completely stone sober, then do my review. Then I can watch them high. But there have been movies, man, Light and Ghost, where I've sat down, I watched them, and I'm like, oh, I wish I was a little baked right now. This would be so much better. There have been a few movies where I've been like kicking myself. I'm like, damn. But Werewolves, I agree. I think it is so much fun until they just copy another movie's ending right at the end. It's like, really? That's just the this movie ending, but with extra steps. But it's still a lot of fun. And if you want like a throwback horror movie to just turn your brain off and have a good time with, do you want to watch Frank Grillo shooting werewolves with a big machine gun? That's what you're going to get in Werewolves, and that's about it. Don't expect a very complex story or nothing. No, it's just a fun time is what it is. But I had fun with this film. It's kind of all I was expecting from a movie called Werewolves. But Light and Ghost, I still agree with your criticisms here. I cannot wait to see Y2K. Thank you for the 5. Again, you're too kind. Aaron is correct here. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It is. It takes place on Christmas. People watch it during Christmas. How is that not a Christmas movie? A Christmas Horror Story is a great. It doesn't get talked about enough. A Christmas horror. Have I seen this one? A Christmas Horror Story. I feel like I've seen this like scrolling through Shudder or something. I typed in A Christmas Story. Yeah, no, not that film. Oh, okay. I've seen this one with Krampus, but he's like looks different than the Krampus. Yeah, I've seen this. This was fun. I had a good time with this one. I don't remember it all that well. I just remember like Santa like boarding up the walls and windows and shit and having to fight stuff. That's kind of I don't remember it that well. But I remember having a fun time watching it. Definitely worth a watch. Eli Cortez, what's up, Eli? What's up, Jake and KillJoy squad? Thanks for the membership chat. Hell yeah, Eli. Go vote in the watch party thing. Go vote for what we're going to watch on next Wednesday. That's going to be fun. Jake, spoilers, haven't seen Terrifier. Hell, haven't even seen Terrifier 2. Don't get past the bedroom. You don't get past the bedroom scene. Damn, man. This has been Terrifier Central for a little while. So I'm kind of shocked that you haven't seen Terrifier. Get through the first movie. You'll enjoy the sequel. Well, if you can't pass the bedroom scene, maybe not. And Terrifier 3. Whew, that one is arguably better. Goran is saying, I'm excited about the new Evil Dead movie that has been officially greenlit. And it's called Evil Dead Burn. It releases in cinemas in 2026. Terrifier 4 is going to be lit. Dude, yeah, I am very excited for more Evil Dead. I love that franchise. It is one of the first horror movies I ever saw that really scared the hell out of me. It's not one of the first, I should rephrase that. It's not one of the first horror movies I ever had seen, but it's one of the first movies that genuinely scared the fuck out of me. I saw it, interestingly enough, after my dad gave me the Birds and the Bees talk. He told me what that was, and then he's like, let's watch The Evil Dead now, Jake. You'll get something in the film. And I'm like, what? And then I saw the tree scene, and I'm like, oh, that's upsetting. So that was how I learned about what that is. Yeah. Traumatized for life, Goran. Now you know that. Now you have a little piece of me with you that you'll carry everywhere. And when you watch Evil Dead next time, you'll be thinking, wow, Jake was really thinking about that the first time he saw it. Jesus. Have you seen Better Watch Out? Yes, an excellent movie. We still need a sequel called Better Not Cry. That's funny. Where she gets revenge on him and his rich friends at a Christmas party. That would be fun. I would be so down for a sequel to that. You know, if Becky or whatever that movie was can get a sequel, I say Better Watch Out should get a sequel too. I don't know, very similar films in my opinion. I love Better Watch Out. This is a very underrated horror Christmas movie. Excellent flick. Very excellent flick. Lots of twists and turns, crazy kills. Is it kind of just Home Alone but horror? Yeah, but I still love it. Reign of Horror. It kind of looks like you have the System of a Down album cover as your profile picture, and I dig it. What's up, dog? How's it going? Hope all is well. Same to you. Same to you. Dean Renner, what's up, Dean? What's up? Say it louder. Scream needs to take some chances. It sure does. It sure does, Dean. You're damn right. Easty VR has been a member for 14 months. That's so fucking cool. Thank you so much, my friend. The Substance got so many nominations at the Golden Globes, which is a precursor for the Oscars, meaning The Substance will probably sweep the Oscars. You know, I hate to say it, but don't bet on it, my friend. The Academy rarely recognizes horror, which sucks balls. It sucks big old greasy sweaty balls, my friend. But hopefully this year, they'll actually, you know, come to their senses and be like, hey, Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley's performances in that movie is so good. And, you know, admittedly, too, Dennis Quaid was awesome as well. Maybe some of these people will get nominated. All I want is a nomination. I mean, like, I don't think it really even matters who wins at the end of the day. It's whatever, whoever ends up winning. But, dude, give me a nomination at least. I mean, come on. The fact that the Academy has not recognized so many great horror movies in the last, I don't even know, like 30, 40 years. It's crazy to me. It's insane. They better do this, Easty. You better be right. You better be right or I'm going to be mad. I hope you're right, at least. I'm glad they got some nominations at the Gold Globes, though. That's awesome. That rocks very hard. King Matthew III is saying the OG script of 6 had Gail dying in the apartment and Dewey coming to take her to the afterlife. But when Nev left, David refused to return, so her death was cut. Oh God, I would have been mad. I would have been mad about that. Not because Gail died, but if we got a scene in the afterlife where Dewey's like in heaven or something, no, I would be checking out, dude. That would have killed Scream 6 for me, I'm going to be honest. I'd been like, are you serious, dude? Smile 3 has been greenlit officially and it starts shooting in late 2025. Is that okay? Am I just missing news out? I just did like a whole sweep of horror news and I did not see anything about this. Wow, yes. Smile 3 reportedly begins production in 2025. Is Parker Finn directing, though? However, Parker Finn successfully launched a new horror franchise with the release of the film. Fans not only... What? I need to know! Will it begin shooting as of next year? The update comes not long after the... Yeah, I know. Come on, give me the director. It's unknown what exactly the plot of the new film will be. However, with Parker Finn likely involved once again as writer-director, there we go, it's likely that he'll come up with another great new take on the formula. Okay, rock on. I'm very excited for this. Here's what I'll say about Smile 3. I loved Smile 2. An excellent film. Truly terrifying. Proved that this concept can be applied to various different main characters with each new flick. And the next movie lends itself to something bigger with how the last one ended. I just hope that Parker Finn writes and directs it, because if we have a Conjuring situation where, you know, James Wan, for instance, was like, he was tapped out after 2, I respect it, I get it, but why is the franchise still going? Why do you have... I don't want to shit on him, but dude, like Michael Chaves, he's just proven to me that he's not a very good director. I'm sorry. I just have yet to be impressed by a Michael Conjuring flick. I really hope that the same doesn't happen with Smile, that we don't get like 1,000 spin-offs and, a million different sequels that Parker Finn does not have anything to do with. And they just realize, oh, it's a profitable title. Smile will make money at this point. Let's just hand it off to some other guy, someone else. I'd be upset. I hope Parker Finn finishes a trilogy, and then that's it. That's the whole shebang. Call it the Smile trilogy, move on with it. That's what we need. But I'm excited for it nonetheless. Allison Chains, love the title, saying, I missed the first half of the live to watch Better Watch Out. You know what? I can't even be mad about that. It's an excellent movie. Loved, but no real on-screen kills. Maybe they can correct that in a sequel, because what a mindfuck. The mindfuck is what I live for, Allison Chains. That's what I like. The paint can is pretty cool, though. That's all I'll say. Hybrid Gamer is saying, what do you think about Sydney having a stab-proof vest and or Ghostface having camouflage like in wintertime DBD? I think we've done the bulletproof vest thing with Sydney. I'm over it. The two guns and the bulletproof vest in Scream 3 is just so fucking corny to me, man. No, we don't need that. Ghostface having camouflage like in wintertime. I'm here for like a winter Ghostface, like a white robed Ghostface, you know, like running around stabbing people. A reverse Ghostface would be fun, you know, like a black mask, a white robe. That'd be creepy as fuck. I still want to have the chase scene, man, out in like you know, like out in the snow with a white robed Ghostface going after somebody and taking them down, killing them, blood all over the snow. Tell me that wouldn't be awesome. Goran's excited for Scream 7. Hell yeah. What if Scream 7 sets up Freddy versus Ghostface, two of the biggest talkers? Two of the biggest talkers? Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Having Nancy and Sydney in the movie, have Nancy fight Ghostface, maybe Sydney fight Freddy. I mean, you know, again, these are two franchises that are set up in the same way, but, you know, Scream canonically in that franchise, Nightmare on Elm Street exists already, so I'm just like, I don't know if that works. It's like a Halloween H2O dilemma once again that creates a paradox. Does that really make me care so much? Though, do I really care that much? I don't know. We'll see. Just Jaden, what's up, fella? Is that pizza in your mouth? What's going on there? No, that's just okay. No, I'm just looking at that funny. I thought you were like chewing on some pizza and giving me the finger in your profile picture, and I'm like, damn, this guy doesn't care. I'll be upset if Rowan Campbell isn't in Scream 7. As long as he's not playing Corey Cunningham again, I'll take it. I need to do another collab with Davey Deathray. Both of y'all are legit AF. Thank you, my friend. Davey is awesome. Would love to have him on the page again. I need to have some guests on. It's been a minute. So I want to have him on. I want to have Steven on. I want to have the Splattercast guys on. I want to have Evan on. I want to have Cody Leach on so bad. I got to reach out to Cody. Be like, "What's up, fella? Come talk some horror over on KillJoy Jake. Let's see if he's down." I want to have all these folks on here. I'm really looking forward to Dexter Original Sin coming next week. It's going to have Patrick Dempsey on it, so I'm sure it's going to be good. I haven't seen Dexter, so I don't think I can really watch it. And that's like, there's like 8 seasons of that show. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to have time to do all that. Stupid Fizz, what's up, Fizzy? How you doing? Yo, Jake, what's up? I just finished watching Creep, and I absolutely loved it. I plan on watching 2 and the Shudder series soon. Definitely check out all that stuff. There is some... the Creep TV series has taken a very weird turn. And I'm, you know, after hearing Patrick Bryce talk a little bit about the Creep TV series, I think I like it a little more, but I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I'm loving the Creep tapes. I have some mixed feelings about everything they're doing. It, like, without spoiling anything, where I'm at with the first 5 episodes, we have one more to go, coming this Friday. I feel like they kind of just took like all the rejected Creep 3 ideas and tried to make them into episodes of a television series. They all just feel like a little lesser than the movies. And maybe that's because they're only like 20 some minutes long, but I don't know. There was something that happens in episode 5 in particular that I felt could have been really interesting and was just kind of, I don't know. I don't know if I loved it or not. I was kind of on the fence about it. Maybe it's going to go somewhere in the next episode. So I'm kind of holding my judgment. But as of right now, I'm just like, I am mildly disappointed with the Creep tapes. Even though there are a few episodes, like episode 1 and episode 4 are major standouts in my opinion. I thought those were really good. But besides that, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. It's all right. It doesn't make me want to wiggle out of my skin like the movies do. But we'll see. We'll see what episode 6 is all about, which I think is going to be the best one. I'm highly speculating that. Jason Carpenter, what's up, fella? Thanks for being a member. Batman Returns, also an underrated Christmas movie. Yes, it is. Tim Burton had 100% creative control over it, and that makes me so happy. It is like a Batman horror film. It is so good, so weird and gross. God, I love it. The penguin biting off a nose, man. I mean, could you ask for more? I can't. Scream 7 is cooking. Stu Macher will show up, or shows up. We'll see about that, Jason. We'll see what's up. What else is going on? The Substance deserves every award ever. Was so good. I 100% agree. It's so good. Excellent horror film. One of the best of the year, even. Terrifier 5 is going to be the finale. I hope we get 2 more Terrifier films. Honestly, that's coming from a selfish greedy place of mine, of course. I just want him. I just want more Art the Clown. It would make me sad if we only got one more Art the Clown movie. Even if they're inferior films, just to have Art the Clown running around on screen, man, that makes me so happy. He's just a goofy little guy. Can't have enough of that. Coop de Oof, don't know why, really want a Ghostface in a Santa outfit. You want Terrifier 3 with Ghostface? Let's run it. Let's run it! Ghostface in a Santa hat. How are you, Coop? It's been a minute since you've been around. What's up? What's up? Christopher, someday we'll get a Christopher Landon Scream, hopefully. Sad it didn't work out for 7. Same. Yeah, me too. Christopher Landon would have killed a Scream film. He would have killed it. Sinister Cinema Reviews, also, I'd like a collab with them. I just commented it on one of their stuff. They posted about they did a review of some movie, and I guess the creator left them a nasty comment, which is like, that's so ridiculous, dude. Sinister Cinema. I want to make sure I'm subscribed to them because I've seen their videos before in the past. Yeah, I like a lot of their stuff. They must have been doing this for a while now. Wow. I don't know, since 2017. Okay, so they got like 2 years on me, you know? That's cool. I've seen a few of their videos though. I like their stuff. Some good stuff from them. Have to have them on the page. I want to get some new faces on the channel at some point, so definitely have to talk to them soon. What else is going on? They should call the new I Know What You Did Last Summer movie I Know Who You Did Last Summer. That's the Korn parody, if you know what I mean. Haunt Season is a banger from this year. Gore on 10 and had the Craft meets the Haunt vibes. Nobody's reviewed it, but it's savage as fuck. Haunt Season. Why do I don't even think I've heard of this one. I'm going to be honest. Have not heard of that. I'm going to have to look into it. Jake, which Friday the 13th movies are you watching this Friday? It is Friday the 13th coming up. I want to watch one I haven't seen in a while. I'm trying to think which one I haven't watched recently. I just went through 1 through 3 recently with the girlfriend. We should watch 4. We should watch Friday the 13th part 4. She has not seen that one, and I think it's one of the best, if not the best. So I would love to rewatch that one. That's my like definitive Friday. That's the Friday the 13th for me personally. I love you too, Paula. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Do you think killing Dewey in 5 was a mistake and instead having Gale die would have been better? I mean, like, I think that Dewey's sacrifice is the best way Dewey could have died. That's what I'll say. That makes sense to me. Dewey going out sacrificing himself for other characters, that 100% works in my brain. The writing there all works. That makes sense to me. What Gale dying, I think, could have worked, but I don't think that Gale would have sacrificed herself for other people. You know, she is still Gale Weathers. I mean, she's a better person now, but I don't know. I don't see her sacrificing herself. Maybe for Dewey, but I don't know for anybody else in that universe. Hot take. But I don't know. I think that Dewey's death is probably one of the most thematic of the entire franchise. I think it's one of the most emotional. I really like it. I think it's one of the most effective parts of Scream 5. You take that away, what is Scream 5, you know? So I don't know. I like it. Dewey's a great character, but you know, again, I think that when characters overstay their welcome, it's just it's overindulgence is what it is. We don't need 1,000 movies with Sidney Prescott. We don't need 1,000 movies with Gale or Dewey going back and forth on their love triangle, or you know, their bad romance, as Lady Gaga would say. So I don't know. I like Dewey's death. I thought it was ballsy. It really impressed me that these newcomers would kill a main character like that. I was like, wow. I didn't think Radio Silence had the balls to do that, but they did. So I don't know. To me, that's a really impressive feat from Scream 5. I didn't think that they would do that. There is a lot of elements to Scream 5 and 6 that do feel a little too cliche, a little too like they're trying to repeat things from the past, which I don't like. But there are these fleeting moments from both films that are like, wow, that's really fresh. That's really fun. And Dewey's death is one of those things. I just feel like Screams 1 through 4 just didn't have the balls to do it. They just kept bringing him back. even though he got stabbed like a million times. And I'm just like, let's, come on, man. Dewey should have died a couple of movies ago, in my opinion. But I'm actually, all in all, I'm happy that they kept Dewey around more than Randy at this point. I don't know. The more I learn about Jamie Kennedy, the less I like him. So I'm kind of happy they killed him in 2. Hot take. Randy's a great character. But kind of glad he's gone. There was a time where I argued that they should have kept Randy around over Dewey, and now I'm totally the opposite. Totally, I'm like glad they kept Dewey around for as long as they did over Randy. Please tell me you have a great idea for him to come back to be alive. No, no, not Stu. No. I have a Stu video that I want to do at some point, though. I have an idea for something that I haven't talked about. Final chapter feels like Halloween 2 to me. Jason feels a lot like Michael Myers. I love the characters of Final Chapter. That's my big thing about that one that makes it stand out. It has some standout characters, and yeah, Jason's just doing his thing, Jason, I will say, my girlfriend thought I was crazy when I said this. I told her, I'm like, no, Jason walking around and stabbing people, it's different across every movie. And she's just looking at me like what? What do you mean? I've seen 3 of these movies already, and he's just he's just vibing. He's just Jason Voorhees. And I'm like, no, it's different. I'm a crazy fan who has seen these movies 1,000 times. It's different. But it is different, in my opinion. I think there are more influenced performances from Jason across multiple movies. That's why I like 7 so much. I think the Jason performance is a big standout. He's way more badass than in some of the previous flicks. But I really like Jason in part 4. I think there's a lot of character to him in that one. I really like the way that he dies, especially. I think that to me is very telling. Just like in part 2, the same way he goes out there, the way he's tricked, it adds a lot of character to Jason Voorhees, where you don't get a whole lot of that. He's kind of just like this delivery system for gore and crazy kills. But when you get those, like, the reason that 2 and 4 stand out to me the most is you get so much character and like lore drops in those movies about Jason, and what he'll do when faced with certain characters. We have Tommy in that film shaving his head, making himself look like Jason, and then he's kind of like, whoa, it's almost like I'm looking in a mirror, and that distracts him for a second. That's so interesting to me about the psyche of Jason Voorhees. It says so much about him. I like that. I love gory kills. I think a lot of movies can do that very well, though. That to me is like, that's just a staple. Yeah, you're going to get that in a Friday the 13th movie. But when you can do something like that, we can have a really good story, have really good characters, and also add a little bit to your killer, add a little bit of lore, add a little bit of something to who Jason is. That adds a lot to me. So that's why Friday Part 2 and Friday Part 4 are big standouts, in my opinion. I do like, Part 6 for just being really fun and goofy, but 2 and 4, man, those are fun. Really a little thought-provoking. Child's Play fan, what's up, dog? Obviously, Roman grew up in some type of group setting with another family, right? Wonder if it would be a bad idea for Roman's stepmother or father to take revenge. But why now? That's my thing. This is my thing about connecting things to the past. It's been too long. It's been too long for a family member of a Loomis family member or one of Roman's family members to take revenge. I don't see it. And I almost feel like this film, my running theory right now is that Stu is going to come back. That's my biggest theory for what the killer is going to be in 7. And I'm not going to like it, but I feel like that is going to be the case, because Scream 7 really needs a win. But if they were to do something like this, the only thing I could think about is, why now? Why did you wait so many years? You waited 25 years to take revenge? What? That's crazy. Jake, how would you feel about Andy Matichak joining the Scream 7 cast? She would be a good choice for sure. I want to see some older characters get cast. If it's all young people and it's not even about Sydney, I'm going to be like scratching my head the whole time and being like, well, you just misadvertised the whole movie. You advertised this movie wrong. You should not have led with Sydney coming back if that was going to be the case. They made it seem like it's going to be a movie about Sydney again, and I feel like a lot of people are going to be disappointed when it's just another Scream 5, another Scream 4. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh man, this is going to be awesome. You know, Scream 7, it's going to be like the old days. But I feel like they're not going to go that route, man. And I feel like a lot of people are going to walk away from 7 kind of disappointed for that reason. I think there's going to be a lot of people walking away from 7 disappointed for various reasons, but we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. I hope it's good. You know, I want it to be good. I do. And I'm sure Andy Manichek would give a great performance in it too. But we'll see. We'll see. Jake, have you also begun to give up on the Child's Play franchise? I have the disappointment of Chucky Season 3 Part 2. Also, it feels that Scream 7 is trying to combine both Screams 4 and 5. I mean, that's totally fair if you've given up on the TV series, but a new movie means that sci-fi won't be involved. And I feel like a lot of why the Chucky show fell off was because it's a sci-fi original, and man, just there's not a whole lot of good sci-fi TV series in my opinion. A lot of them, to what I've seen, to the ones that I've stuck through with, is that they start off strong and then they just slowly fall off as they go along. It's exactly what happened to the Chucky show. So I'm excited for this movie. I'm holding out faith for it because personally, there's really only one Chucky movie that I strongly dislike. There's really only one. And the rest of them I think are really fun and like kind of draw that balance of comedy and horror very well. But obviously the scales tip a little too much with Seed of Chucky, where it's kind of just like just a shit show of who cares what happens. It's just goofiness. And I don't know. To me, it's like I need a plot, man. I need something to follow here besides just random goofy Chucky antics. And that's fun, but you got to have a story connecting it all, or like, what's the point of watching this? I don't know. To me, it's like I can't just. I'm not going to just turn my brain off and not analyze the story at hand here. Give me a good story too. You can do both. Give me more than just one thing to like about your about your thing. You know. That to me is more interesting than just, it's goofy. See, it's just goofy. Turn your brain off and watch it. No. I need more than that. We really need some better casting announcements in Scream 7. I'm not really hyped about the announcements so far. Admittedly, Celeste O'Connor, I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I'm super hyped about that announcement. I've yet to be like really blown away by a performance of hers, which I don't know, might be like that might be mean to say. She's a younger actress. She's only been in a few things here and there. But man, I don't like those new Ghostbuster movies, man. They totally they don't get the joke. They don't get the joke of why Ghostbusters works. And admittedly, that is a hard thing to replicate. But like, I don't even think they try. I don't even think they're just Marvel movies. They're Marvel movies reskinned with ghosts. And that to me is why I just don't really like them. But we'll see. We'll see what it ends up being. We'll see if Scream 7 can be good. Will she will this be a good performance? We'll see. I also don't know Asa German. I don't know this actor from anything. I have not seen Gen V yet. It's just I got to get into that show. I've seen The Boys up to season 3. I've seen like seasons 1, 2, and 3, and I have not watched Gen V. I have not watched season 4. So I hope that Asa German is good. He's a good actor, good performer, gives a good performance here. He's likely our Ghostface killer. Look at those, just look at him. That guy's going to be wearing a Scream mask in this new movie, I'm telling you. But we'll see. My dream cast in 7 is Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Gail's younger brother. Jeffrey Dean Morgan in a Scream film would be sick. That would be fun. I would not be against that. He's given some excellent performances across multiple movies and shows. We love him. Sci-Fi cancels everything. It's a shame because the show was good at being unpredictable and fun. Sci-Fi cancels everything because they typically always have like one good season and then like things just fall off from there. In my opinion, I should say. In my opinion, a lot of the sci-fi shows I've watched start off strong and then they just fall off. Goran is saying, are you excited for The Conjuring Last Rites? Me, not so much, honestly. Yeah, The Conjuring hasn't been great in like probably since Annabelle Creation was the last like really good one. I don't know, man. I want to be excited for it because I do really enjoy a lot of those Conjuring flicks. They're very fun to put on. If you just need something to fall asleep to, that's like, it's perfect for me. It's nothing too crazy. It's got some fun scares here and there, and then I can just like, okay, I'm knocked out. Conjuring Last Rites, I am excited to see Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson again. You know, that's the last time they're going to be on screen together. So that has me excited. But, is the story going to be anything super special? I don't know. We'll see. I'll watch it. I'll see what it's all about. But we'll see what's up. The Andy death scene in Chucky, in my opinion, was originally planned to be Andy's actual death. Really glad that didn't happen. Does that happen in the show? I didn't get through season 2 and 3. Is Andy dead? You can spoil it for me. I don't care. I'm not going to watch the show. I'm sorry. I've given it so many chances and I have yet to be, I've like season 1 had a few good episodes and then season 2 lost me. Season 3 immediately lost me. Man, I mean, the first episode of season 3 was like just insulting. Insulting in my opinion. Can't say I blame Don for Chucky's failure after season 2. There were several writers involved. I definitely don't blame Don Mancini. It's not his fault. It was just too many cooks in the kitchen, man. It was too many cooks in the kitchen. It was too many indulgent ideas as well. It was just a lot of, I want to see Chucky do this, and I don't care if that doesn't make any sense. That's what a lot of the show is. A lot of the show is just like trying to answer those questions. And that to me, I don't think was necessary. I don't think we needed that. But a lot of people love it. A lot of people love the Chucky show, man. Cool. Rock on, man. If you love it, love it. But it is just, it's just dumb. It's just very dumb. It's a very dumb show and just not a whole lot else going on there. Cruel ZV, what's up, fella? Hello. Just watched Maxine for the first time because I want to make a video where I rank every 2024 movie. Might watch Late Night with the Devil tonight. What are your thoughts on it, Jake? Late Night, I liked Maxine. Another movie from 2024, which is a common thing you're going to hear me say. I'm also going to rank all the 2024 horror movies I was able to see. And the thing you're going to hear a lot in that video is there's a lot of movies from this year that fall apart in the third act. Maxine is one of those, unfortunately. But I still had a really good time with it, and I think it's still like a very strong film. I think it still has a lot going for it. Some great performances, some great side characters, some really fun kills too. So there's a lot going on for Maxine for sure, but like the ending is like, what do you mean it ended that way? Like that's, I don't know, very dumb ending in my opinion, but everything else about it rocks. Late Night with the Devil, it's not a movie that falls apart in the third act, but I have criticisms about its third act. It loses what's so great. Lost the T. Lost the T in that word. I'm so tired, everybody. I'm so sorry. I had a very long day. I feel like Late Night with the Devil in its third act, it loses what's so great about the rest of it. For being this, like the flow of the film is what I love so much about it. It kind of goes from like back and forth of found footage of the show at hand to some behind the scenes stuff. And it loses that in the third act and it gets really artsy, which typically I love. But in this case, it's a very rare case where it doesn't work, in my opinion. So I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. But it's still a really good movie, and I still really, really enjoy it. Squidward Tennis Balls, what's up, fella? How's it going? What's up? Welcome in. Thanks for hanging out with us. You and Cody Leach would slap hard. I appreciate that. I would love to talk with Cody. Your hairs are incredible. They're coming back, man. They're coming back slowly but surely. Slowly but surely, man. Oh my God. I am so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna pass out and I still got a whole video to edit. So I think I'm gonna clonk out here. But again, tomorrow, 28 years later trailer. Make sure to check that out if you did not hear anything about this one. It's gonna be very fun. I cannot wait for it. I'm really excited for this trailer because I feel like I've been waiting for it since like the thousands, man. I feel like I've been waiting for this one since 28 weeks later came out. I'm so excited for this movie, man. It's going to be very fun. Love zombies as well. Zombie movies are like my favorite. And again, I don't, what, called 28 Days Later. Oh, it's not a zombie movie. It's a zombie movie. Get over it. Die Hard is a Christmas movie and 28 Days Later is a zombie movie. But I'm very excited for this trailer tomorrow. And again, a big video is coming on Wednesday all about it. Wednesday, we will also have a big ol' nasty video talking all about, or a big ol' nasty stream, I should say, watching Black Christmas 2006. Stop on by for it. It's going to be fun. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching the stream. So much love. And as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. Peace out.